In the last movie, we looked at an overview of the EasyShip application linking Microsoft Dynamics Nav to PasteJet. And we looked at a simple single order pack line scanning where we create a package, put the material in it, close the package, create a second package, fill it, and then send it over to PasteJet for processing. We're going to look at some other ways of packing that EasyShip offers. So in this case, we're going to create new sales orders. We're going to create one large sales order. So let's go to New Sales Order. And again, we're going to use Canon Group. And in this case, we're going to put in an item. And we'll use 1968. And we'll put 5 of these. And we'll put in another item, 1936. And we'll put in 5 of them. And we'll put in another item, 1992 whiteboards. We'll put in 2 of them. And we'll put in another item, 1976, an Innsbruck storage unit, and we'll put in 4 of them. We could add in 20 or 30 different items to demonstrate this part of the packing screen. So again, I'm going to release the order. That makes it visible to the packing screen. So now we're going to go over to the packing screen, and we're going to look up the list. Let's look up the list. And again, the Canon Group, since they've default to UPS ground. But now what we're going to do, instead of create a package, we're going to select pack orders. So we select pack orders, and there's the order that we're going to pack, and we're going to take a look at the item list. Instead of typing the numbers in here, let's take a look at the overall items. So there's a list of all of the items that we could pack. So let's pack all of them, but maybe we aren't going to pack all 5 of them. We'll only pack 4 of them. We're going to back order 1 of them. So we click OK, and all of them are entered into the pack screen. Now, in this case, we're going to simply create the packages, but we don't really care about which item is in which package. If we cared about which item was in which package, we would use the pack line scanning. But we're going to create a whole bunch of packages. So in this case, we're going to say that there are going to be 3 packages. Now, if we wanted to, we could select different standardized packs, but in this case, these are going to be custom packs, and these are going to be 20 by 20 by 15, and each of these, let's go back here and say these 3 each weigh 18 pounds, and they're 20 by 20 by 15. We're also going to create 4 packages that each weigh 12 pounds, and they are 14 by 14 by 14. And there's going to be 1 package that weighs 25 pounds, and it is 24 by 8 by 8. So we click OK, and now all of those packages have been created in one step. All of the items that we packed were packed in the first package. So when we now let's go back in here and remove the UPS ground. So we're going to go over to View Edit Source Document, reopen. We've decided we don't necessarily want to use UPS. So we're going to modify this, hit Escape, and it goes back, and we've removed the carrier. Again, we say Process Easy Shipment. Now it's telling us that the total amount for this order, 10,009, is less than the full amount. We have underpacked that order. Do we want to set the document to what was packed? So if we say yes to this, the fact that there were originally 5 on the order line, we're going to say quantity shipped was 4. All of the others will remain the same. And it's I didn't re-release the order, so we need to go back in here and say view the source document, which is here, and re-release it. So we'll re-release that, hit escape, and now we'll process easy shipment. Let's select that, go to the list, it's re-released. All of the packages are there, which you can pack them, and you can simply leave it for actual registration to a later time. So we say yes. It now switches over to PasteJet, imports all of the information, the ship to information, and all of the package information. So there's all of the package, all of the weights, all of the dimensions imported. And had we had the NMFC codes, it would have passed those if they were set up by the item. All of the information, rate classes, declared values would be passed if we had set that up. Now, instead of pressing this one, because if you look down here, we took off the carrier info. It had been UPS, but we decided we might not want to use UPS for that. So we removed it from being sent over, and instead of clicking on this, we're going to click on this one. And it's going to bring up a screen that has all of the carriers that we have available to us through PasteJet. So it's reaching out to all the carriers, passing all of the information for all of the packages at this point. Now we bring up all of the screens, and we see that we have contracted with PasteJet to have UPS, FedEx, LTL, which in this case, if we hit the LTL button, you could have as many. I only have Conway, but you could have as many different LTL carriers as you want in there. And this would be the Postal Service. So these are the rates that they would charge to ship your shipment by all of the different types of service. So UPS Freight is available. It's a separate carrier. It's not under UPS. UPS treats it as a separate carrier. So let's see what we can find in FedEx. So we're going to send this by FedEx Ground. So there's a fuel surcharge of $7.60, which they've just recently added, and there's the price. Now, you'll notice here that we have the list price and also the freight cost. So the cost is going to be less than the negotiated rate. You can bring over whichever one you want, and you can mark up whichever one you want. So we're going to say, okay, ship it by FedEx Ground. It's now sending all of the information, collecting the tracking numbers. Now remember, we're reaching into the FedEx computer system, and this is being done with the live rates as they were set at the time we reach into the system. So if FedEx had a rate increase this morning, this will recognize it. Once this is done, we can jump back to Nav, go to the packing screen, and say Mark Shipping Complete. It's now imported all of the tracking numbers for all of the packages. So let's go back to the Roll Center, and we're going to open up the sales order. So let's look at sales orders. And we'll find the order, which is this one. And we should see, let's minimize this, that we have. Now, the way we've selected to do this, there's your tracking numbers. We've selected to list out all tracking numbers for all packages on the sales order lines. Now, if you're going to send out a whole lot of packages, 20, 30, or 40 packages, then that might not be a good idea. You have a choice to set this up so that either you can list all packages or just simply the first one, although the system will store all the record of the packages and the tracking numbers for every package. So again, we've already marked this. It's already posted, the shipment. All of the shipped quantities are posted. So you can see that although the quantity for this one was 5, we only shipped 4, and there's still a remaining open back order to be shipped. So that's the easy way to pack large quantities of lines, is to simply pack choose the items that you're going to pack and the quantities, and then choose the packages that you're going to use to ship it, and enter in the weights, and the program will create as many packages as you need, and with the weights already attached and the dimensions already attached, pass it all over to PaceJet, and then register the shipment and bring the charges back. So now there's another way we can do this. I'm going to post this through. Now, what if we're going to create 2 orders, and as long as the orders go to the same customer and have the same shipping information, this will work. So again, let's use the Canon group. And there are going to be 2 orders. So we're going to put in item number 1900. There's a Paris guest chair. And we'll put in a quantity of 2. And that's the only one. We'll leave the UPS ground. That's the only item that's going to be on this order. So we'll release this order. And now we're going to create another order to the Canon group. And this will be for 19. Oops, wait a minute. We want to put I for item. And now we'll put 1928 Amsterdam lamp. And there's going to be 2 of them. So we're going to create these 2 orders, but we're going to ship them in a single shipment. So we release this order. We go back to the packing screen. This is where the shipping department is going to work. Again, they can either take the packing slip and shoot the order number, or they can go from a list and say, this is the one I want to select. So again, the Canon group fills in UPS ground, and now we're going to pack orders. So we pack orders, and we go to the item list, and we're going to say we're going to pack both of them. So we click OK. Now we go in and we see that there's another order that's also going to this same place, the next one, and we select the item list, and this one has the Amsterdam lamp, and we'll pack both of them. We could have shot the barcode and it would have packed one. So now you can see that we have this line from this order and this line from this order. And now we select packages, and there's going to be two packages that weigh 15 pounds each and are 14 by 14 by 14. Click OK. There's the two packages. All four items are related to the first package. So we go over to Process Easy Shipment. Both line items from both orders are being shipped in the same shipment. Again, there's your information. Again, if you look down here, we see that UPS ground. Now, if this were going internationally and you needed to you can see that we have upholstered chairs. If we edit this information, you can see the harmonized codes for these items. You can enter in commodity codes and classifications. In setup, we'll record information for the export license and so forth. So we'll hide this. Now, again, since we've already selected that this is going to go by UPS ground, all we need to do is click on this. It will reach into the UPS computer system, register the shipment. No manifest at the end of the day is necessary. As soon as this processing ERP update is back, we can go back over to the packing screen and mark shipping complete. And now let's take a look at the order. There are the two tracking numbers. Since we've packed both items, we don't know specifically which item is in which box. All we know is that both of these tracking numbers were related to this order, and let's go back over to Nav and take a look at the other order, which is the first one. Now this order gets the charges. So the first order will get the charges. Only one order is going to have the charges, but both orders will have both tracking numbers. So, and also they'll be entered into the master tracking area so that when you post this through, if you go to posted shipments, you'll be able to open it up and track the packages. So the shipping and handling charge will only go with with the first order, but the tracking numbers will be visible on all orders. So if you combine shipments for 2 orders, 3 orders, 4 orders, it doesn't make any difference. The fact that we have we can pack multiple orders. If you're going to pack this on a skid, you can pack all of the items on a single 4 foot by 4 foot skid for shipment. Select your LTL carrier, and it makes it extremely simple. The usage of this of EasyShip is very much what its name indicates. It is extremely simple to use. So in the next video, I'm going to take a look at how the markup works and also how rate quoting works. Thank you very much.